tight again. This is too tight. He's gonna say something about how tight this is. Like he did last time. Remember, he's like, they're gonna throw me through the wall.
He always comments on the fence.
Well, because it is kind of tight. He's got no room there.
No, I said he always comments on the Pepsi.
True.
I don't know, like
He won't this
Vincent's
game.
story on that.
Well, because it's dusty and never drinks it.
Well, we love it. There are only 8 teams in the country.
I mean, like, they lost 5 in a row. I had to go back and check it, so I didn't put it in the instant story. Pretty sure this is the longest home losing streak in program history, because they hadn't had 4 straight. They'd only had 4 straight conference losses twice in program history, and so this is their 5th straight. So that's at least their record, but I don't know. Maybe they had like a carryover one year. I have to double check that.
They are 6 and 8 and 2 away from.
Yeah, they're 5. That's the thing is, like, they're 5-0 on their. If they were just like somewhat decent
At home.
yeah.
Which is
5 and 5 in the league and all 5 points are in a row. And all 5. That just
you don't see that. That's crazy.
And you would say that, like, oh, they're just close home losses. Actually, they really haven't all been close home losses, have they?
Tulsa was a 22-point loss.
Yeah.
South Florida was a 13-point loss.
Yeah, so like they're big losses. They're not just like, oh man, we threw away this, Some of those non-conference losses
Middle
are close.
Tennessee.
Troy and Alabama State were both close.
Yeah, some of those non-conference are close, but like the conference losses at home are just been terrible.
It's crazy.
They can lose the Rice. I mean, Memphis lost the Rice.
No,
Oh yeah,
that's the only other.
that's the one that they won. Who did Memphis lose?
They lost to Tulane.
Tulane, that's what it was. Tulane.
What's the only other
Never mind.
road win for Memphis besides?
Rice. I mean, UAB should break the streak against Rice. They should, but
Rice is
Alabama State.
tell you what, though,
Rice just beat North Texas.
I'll be
Yeah.
covering that one forever.
Rice beat Wichita. Didn't Wichita just beat somebody?
The whole American
Wichita
Conference
just
is
beat
kind of
Charlotte.
weird.
Yes.
It's a weird conference.
It's crazy. The conference.
The tournament's gonna be in.
You've been on the road in the game. Yeah.
Thank God for UAB, because they would never pick it up. I'm just saying, we don't have to lose another year.
I know, but they're here, there, here.
Where you stand on the battle for the bones of basketball. No, the battle for the bones of basketball.
You have to retire that.
I did see somebody had
I was trying to start it up, but I never put. Yeah.
somebody had here.
Oh yeah,
they're
that's
here
what
for
they do.
a crowd.
Not the huge one.
Well, that mini one?
I didn't even know there was one.
They were carrying it like a plastic. I don't know if it was like real, like if it was metal. Or
Hear me out for basketball.
That's actually. Did you AI that?
I just yeah, that's still.
And so you walk out, transceiver. Oh,
I'm ready when you are, guys. Yeah, I think it was a combination of things. Our inability to make a shot, but it's been our problem all year. You know, the games that we've won, we've been at least timely enough. I thought we left so many opportunities. We missed 14 free throws, which you're not really giving yourself a chance against a team as talented as Memphis when you miss 14 free throws. We go 9 for 37 from three. And we're a team that really lives off 2-point percentage. We haven't taken 37 threes all season in a game. So I thought their length early, even though they only blocked one shot, I think it had us intimidated. I think we were playing on the perimeter too much. And I think coming into today, we were in the bottom 10, 11, 12 teams in college basketball, and three-point percentage has been an issue for us all season long. And then, so that's our issues. And then Sincere Parker just put on a show and made some really, really difficult shots. I think he had 2, maybe 3, 9, 10-point runs by himself. Pretty impressive.
Speaking of Sincere, there was a moment where I feel like he finished and got an and one, and it looked like he came over and said something. At least
I think it was the one that he missed, and I think he said I should have made that, coach. I think that's what he said. He wasn't being.
right. You actually not.
Yeah.
And
He kind of tried to spin it back. It was a hard shot. We let him get going, though. Again, the thing that drives me crazy as a coach, you have to try to control the controllables. The only way we're going to fix this shooting is recruiting. I know that. We have a long enough sample size now. We have made some huge errors. The only way that is going to get corrected is something that we've got to do. So we've got to say, okay, where we're going to get our shots from, and then we've got to be really, really textbook on our scouting report. We told our group, we had the extra day because we played Saturday. You know, usually this is a Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Thursday league, but we had the extra day. And we spent time on us, obviously, and what we'd done good, what we didn't in our Texas swing, and then Memphis, okay, the importance of the game and what they're doing. And we told them it's unusual that Sincere Parker has led them in scoring in their conference wins. He is their leading scorer. So we know what he is capable of doing, and we let him get a catch and shoot in the corner to get going, and then I think he started rolling. Then he started making those, and he made some hard ones. He's a good player, but when you let him get going, and it was our error of letting him get going, and then we had a hard time keeping the ball off of him. It ended up being even on the glass, but I thought their length inside really bothered us too, with a bunch of second chance opportunities for them.
my last question on Sincere, his start tonight, he had 16 points in his first 4 minutes. You ever seen anything like that? 16
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I don't remember that though. That's a lot. That's a lot. And he made them in a variety of ways. He's kind of got an old school game. He's the kind of dude that 20 years from now he'll still be able to make those shots because it's not based off athleticism. It's just based on game. He's just got game. And when he gets it going, he's a handful. Tonight, unfortunately for us, we allowed him to get going, and he made us pay.
You had him on the ropes in terms of foul trouble at one point. I think they had like 3 people with 3 fouls, and then they just weren't able to capitalize on that, and they kind of got out of foul trouble a little bit. Just what happened in terms of attacking the basket?
Free throws, missing free throws. I mean, we shoot 60% from the free throw line. I thought in the first half it was we were 11 for 21. Second half we were a little bit better, but it's just you can't miss 10 free throws at home and have a chance to beat Memphis. You just can't do it when you have the inability to make 3-point shots. And it wasn't just one guy; it was the variety of guys. So frustrating.
Have you given up trying to explain this home road dichotomy?
It doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It matters to you, Kevin, or you. It's unusual for somebody that's followed the game. It's unusual for me, somebody that's coached the game for a long time. This is not unusual to them. They don't. It takes time to develop pride in something, right? I mean, it takes time. You have to understand. You have to be immersed in the culture. And I'm sure Memphis goes through the same thing. I mean, Memphis basketball is a very proud program. UAB basketball is a very proud program. But it takes time to understand that pride and to feel it so that you feel like you're taking on a responsibility bigger than yourself. When you have the transient nature that we have now in intercollegiate athletics, I'm not sure they get that buy-in of, man, I need to do it because Kevin's going to be disappointed if I don't, or this is beneath the standard. Trust me, they've heard that. It's way beneath the standard that is UAB basketball, and it's way beneath the standard that's been, developed in our 5 years here. We've been really good at home. This team has been horrific.
What is it then the other way around that they're able to get up for games on the road?
You know what? I don't know. I think there's plays there to be made. I think tonight Memphis made them, and we didn't. And I think it's going to be like that on Sunday against Rice. There's plays there to be made. You know, we fought back. It's never really been an effort thing. I don't think it's an effort thing with my guys. I just think it's an execution thing or lack thereof. And we just have so many empty trips. It could be the perfectly designed play, and it could be perfectly executed, and if you don't cap it off with a made shot, it's all for naught. And it could be a broken floor opportunity, which we had plenty of. That's kind of how we got back in the game. It could be a broken floor opportunity that Sincere Parker picks up and goes and makes a 22-footer off the dribble, and all's well that ends well. That's basketball.
How deflating can those, you know, you go on an 8-0, 9-0 run, and then they hit a 3, or they get it, and then it kind of turns back the other way around. How do you combat that, and how deflating can those be?
Yeah, it is deflating because you work so hard to get back into the game. I think we got it back to like 1 point there with, I don't know how much time was left, 7 or 8 maybe in the game. How much?
11.
Yeah, like 11 in the game, and momentum was back on our side. I kept trying to implore our kids to put some game pressure on them, because when you're on the road, you can kind of feel some game pressure, and they weren't feeling any early because of our inabilities in what they were doing through Sincere. So I thought that was our chance. That was our moment of truth, I like to refer to it as, and our inability to capitalize on that is frustrating.
Chance has to shoulder a tremendous load offensively. Felt like he got to the line a lot in the first half, but it did feel like he was getting in rhythm. How are you going to try to get him more in rhythm so he can try to carry you guys offensively?
Yeah, you know, we moved him to the point a few games back, and that's a heavy load. I thought Memphis was doubling him, running at him a little bit. I thought he was a little tentative early. Again, they have size in there, but they only blocked one shot, and it felt like they had Victor Wembanyama in there. Like we were just so deathly afraid of going to the basket, which is ridiculous because that's how we're built. And they had the foul trouble. We should have continued. We ended up, shooting 35 free throws. We drew 23 fouls. Our inability to capitalize, I think, was the key. And, Chance has been good for us. 6 for 12 from the free throw line tonight. 1 for 7 from 3 is uncharacteristic for him.
It's rare that a guy like London's able to step up so young and contribute. What did you like off the bench from him?
Seems going to play hard. He's going to do the right things. I think defensively, as a freshman, and it's a testament to him and how we're built. I think he's probably our best wing defender. Does a good job with his hand activity. I thought he was really solid tonight. He ended up 1 for 5 from 3, but I think a couple of those were at the end. As a matter of fact, 2 of them were on 1 possession. But again, I think this is a pretty easy, simple game. You got 2 teams that have certainly had their struggles. Sincere Parker, their front court with second chance opportunities, just says, hey, man, I'm going to right the ship. And our inability to make a free throw, our inability to make a 3, our inability to capitalize and get over the hump when we had our moments cost us the game. Thank you.
Players in a loss, do you guys know?
Yeah, no, and they definitely don't know who you are because they're only in here for a year.
Thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Is it 8 on Monday? Well,
Yeah.
we'll try to get into that.
Yeah.
Is that the new thing in college basketball?
You see my team?